getting freaking cold out. I think winter is finally here in the great city of Chattanooga. We're hitting freezing temperatures at night. We're getting into, the 40s during the day. It's freaking cold. And today I want to share with you 10 fragrances that make me feel good in this frigid winter weather. Cold weather fragrances are some of my favorites. They're rich, they're spicy, they're patchouli heavy, they're tobacco heavy, and some of them are boozy. So you're not going to want to miss this one, so stay tuned. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic today, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Oh, excuse me, don't mind me. Just getting hydrated with my liquid IV. It's the best hydration I've ever experienced. And if you want to stay hydrated this winter, or during the summer, or any season, you definitely want to check out Liquid IV. If you're interested, I do have a discount code, an affiliate code, down in my link tree. All you gotta do is go down in the description and click on my link tree. It doesn't matter if it's cold, it doesn't matter if it's hot. You gotta stay hydrated. And fun fact, hydration is one of the biggest keys to making your fragrances last longer. So check out Liquid IV. I love cold weather fragrances. They were my favorite. I do like freshies, but the cold weather scents, man, there's just something, there's more body to them. There's more going on. They're a little bit sexier. They're just a little bit spicier. They're a little bit boozier. And they tend to last longer. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into these 10 winter fragrances that make me feel good in today's Whiffs and Sniffs. First up on my list is no slouch to the channel. Everybody knows that I love this fragrance, and I don't just love it for the cooler months. I love it all year round. And it comes from the house of Argos, and this is Danae. The bottle's gorgeous. The fragrance is a stunner. It's stunning. It's beautiful. And it just makes me feel good. Why does it make me feel good? Honestly, it's because it's fresh, but it's got so much depth to it. You get this really nice Sicilian lemon up top. You're going to get some really nice woods like Gaiac wood. You're going to get this beautiful signature Argos sandalwood. And I love the patchouli in this. It's fresh, but it's got a big personality. In fact, this right now is my favorite Argos fragrance. And I do have an affiliate link with them also in my link tree. Again, all you gotta do is go downtown, that's right, down to the description, and click on my link tree. I do get a kickback from it, but that doesn't persuade me at all. All it does is help my channel grow and helps this fragrance family grow as well. Argos Danae is just, such an attractive fragrance. It's sexy, it's masculine. I've smelt this on the ladies and it smells wonderful. It's got a really nice alluring scent trail to it. In fact, today, this is my scent of the day. As soon as I walked into the gas station, I was paying for some stuff. The lady was like, "You smell really good." Then I went to lunch. My beautiful server, wink wink, you know who you are. She immediately said, "Man, you smell amazing." Well, it's all because of Danae. Beautiful bottle, beautiful scent, an amazing indie niche fragrance house that I absolutely adore. I wouldn't be affiliated with them if I didn't. Not to mention, as soon as you're done with a bottle, you get a work of art that you can keep on your shelf. Projection and longevity are fantastic on my skin. I never suggest blind buying, but what I would suggest doing is going over to Argos and getting yourself a discovery set. See for yourself. Check out everything from the house of Argos. So first up on my list, fragrance that makes me feel freaking fantastic, Argos Danae. I just did my review of the newest flanker to this lineup. And I'm impressed, but not that impressed. I'm a little bit more impressed with this flanker. And it comes from the house of Armani, Emporio Armani, and this is Stronger With You Absolutely. Now, Stronger With You Absolutely, I have not worn a whole lot. I have worn it a few times. This is a fragrance that I only have to spray twice. If I spray more than that, it literally fills a room. It kind of chokes people out. This is a very beautiful, boozy chestnut. The reason it makes me feel good is it's warm. It's got a nice spiciness to it. You're getting like a nice spiced rum. And that chestnut, the sweetness coming from like vanilla, it's gorgeous. You have a nice woodiness as it starts drying down, but there's subtle woods. You're getting more of that sweetness. But man, if you're looking for something that is just a powerhouse, especially in the cold, Stronger With You absolutely. Now, Stronger With You Oud, it's good, don't get me wrong. There's actually a fragrance in this list, a designer fragrance that I would pick over that fragrance. I like the way the oud's done a little bit better. It's just a better fragrance, in my opinion. I really like Stronger With You, absolutely. And as you know, I'm a bartender, and I really love boozy fragrances. And the booze note in this is awesome. Superb longevity, superb projection. I mean, for, probably 3-4 hours, I get great projection. Now again, I only spray this twice. I do one right here and one back here, and that's it. I don't spray this on my clothes because it takes forever to get it out, like 3-4 washings. But if you're looking for a powerhouse this winter and it's freaking freezing outside, this right here, man. This will cut through the chill. So definitely check out Stronger With You, absolutely. Keep an eye out at discounters like fragrancebuy.ca because you can get this for a sticking good price. This next one comes from the house of Maher Treachery. And this is Treachery. Now this, again, is a powerhouse, a superb powerhouse. The tobacco, the booziness, the vanilla in this is so gorgeous. Especially that vanilla, because you're getting that really nice boozy vanilla. And then you also get this really nice thick tobacco. And it's more along the lines of not just a smoky tobacco, but it's more of like a green, thick, ripe tobacco. But I know you heard me say the vanilla. The vanilla and booziness of this fragrance is fantastic. It's got a nice thickness to it. It makes me feel good because I can smell myself throughout the day and it just kind of warms me up inside. It reminds me of winter, of kind of the smells of winter, because there is a nice spiciness. I believe maybe a cinnamon absolute or something along those lines in here. But this is a perfect fragrance for the frigid weather. Very long lasting on my skin. I get a good 8, 9, sometimes 10 hours. This is when I actually don't spray on my clothes. I just go right on skin. I will do about 3, maybe 4 sprays. Projection is awesome within the first couple hours. Then it kind of sits a little bit closer to the skin, but the great thing about it is when it catches that winter chill, when it catches the wind, it creates a beautiful sillage. I love what Maher Olfactive, is doing over there. In fact, I have a discovery set that I will be going over with you guys probably here in the next week or so. I might go live and talk about them. But yeah, Treachery, it's not very treacherous. It's more like splendiferous. So if you like tobacco, if you like booze, definitely check out Maher Olfactive, Treachery. I just noticed a lot of my fragrances that I'm doing today have a booze note in them. But well, whatever. As I said, I enjoy boozy fragrances. This next one comes from one of my favorite, if not my favorite, indie niche brands out of the UK. And it's no slouch to the channel. You know who it is. It's Aaron Terrence Hughes. And this one is Maverick. This is just an alluring, sexy, light and dark fragrance because it starts out with this really beautiful bergamot. You also get like mandarin, but it's not just the citrus because once it starts dying down, you start getting into the beautiful tonka bean and vanilla. And the combination kind of dries things up and starts creating balance within this fragrance. You get a slight powderiness from the tonka, but you're also going to get that nice sweetness from the vanilla mixed in with that tonka, full dry down, cedarwood, patchouli. I love this fragrance. It's one that I like to wear if I'm going out on a special occasion, if I'm going out on a date, or if I just want to smell freaking good and feel good whilst smelling good. Maverick gives me the feels. All the feels. This is not the first, formulation of this fragrance, but this is the one you're getting. It's a little bit longer lasting. I think it's a 20% concentration versus the other one that was it was an EDP. This is a parfum. So you're getting a little bit more richness. You're getting a little bit more of a polished, rounded fragrance than the original Maverick. But if you have the original Maverick, don't feel like you have to go out and get this one. But next up on my list, a fragrance that just makes me feel downright special. Aaron Terrence Hughes, Maverick. Sorry, gotta take a hydration break. Alright, so this next one comes from my favorite designer house. And it's coming from the house of Tom Ford. And this is Ebene Fume. Now, if you have not seen me do my full review on it, I'll leave a card up here for you. Go check it out. But I wore this just the other day, and I'm going to tell you what, man. This is a very long-lasting fragrance, at least on my skin. It is a very rich, woody, embery, smoky fragrance. It's got a nice spiciness to it, but you're really getting more of that embery woods. like ebony would. It's extremely resinous. It's very thick, and it cuts through the cold like a hot knife to butter. This is something I would probably never wear in the heat. I mean, it's thick. Like I said, it's very ambery, it's embery, it's woody. And when I say woody, it is woody AF, man. I mean, this thing it's a beautiful fragrance. Now, I know there has been some talk about, Tom Ford selling out to Estee Lauder as of late, and it's kind of sucks, and I hope that it doesn't hurt the fragrances. But as we all know, once that kind of happens, fragrances start getting watered down, the performance starts lacking, and blah blah, reformulations happen. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But for right now, you can still find it being Fume, and you can get it at discounters. It's popping up at fragrancebuy.ca. It's not cheap in any way, shape, or form. But if you're looking for a long-lasting, rich, resinous, ambery, smoky, woody beast, then definitely check out Tom Ford's Ebene Fume. Alright, so you heard me say that there is a fragrance on here that I like more than Stronger With You Oud. And it comes from the house of Hugo Boss. And this is Boss Bottled Oud. I think the reason that I enjoy this more than Stronger With You Oud is because I actually enjoy the DNA of the Hugo Boss, bottled lineup. I like that apple and that vanilla. And then you add that nice oud in there. It's a winning combination. Because this is fresh, it's sweet, and that oud just gives it some more depth. It adds another dimension to the fragrance. And it gives me just happy, feel-good feels, I mean, I used to rock the Boss bottled lineup, when I was younger. This is a little bit more mature, and I enjoy that. Because I'm an old frickin' fart, man. I'm not getting any younger, and I don't tend to reach for the fragrances that I wore when I was younger. I'm looking for some more depth. I'm looking for some more maturity, and that's what I feel with Hugo Boss Bottled Oud. I'd like the oud in it. It is a synthetic oud. I don't think that they're using a natural oud, and you can get these bottles for a stinking good price, especially at discounters. Doesn't always pop up, but if you see it pop up, check it out. See if you can't find a sampler or decant out there. I know there's plenty of places. You can go over to decantx. They might have it. Scent Angel, they might have it. And if you go over to decantx, you can use my non-affiliate code. That's down in my description. It's just me saying thank you for being so amazing and following this channel and being a part of this fragrance family. Longevity is okay. I don't get superb longevity out of this, probably about 6 hours, 7 hours. I do spray on my clothes, so I get a little bit longer lasting power out of it. But the overall scent profile, I just thoroughly enjoy, and it makes me feel good. And that's what this episode's all about. Just feeling good, feeling great. So next up on my list, Hugo Boss Bottled Oud. This next one is a brand new release to 2022. It is expensive. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. But it comes from the house of Roja Parfums. And this is Apex. And this is the eau de parfum, not the parfum. So I have not tried the parfum. I don't know if I will. I have talked to other reviewers and friends that have tried it, and they're like, you know what, I actually like this one better. They're like, I do like the parfum. But this is... Why do I like this? Okay, I'll tell you why I like this. And it's grown on me. The more I wear this, the more I realize what this fragrance is. It reminds me of I know this is going to sound bad, but it reminds me of my granddad. My granddad was a very good smelling man. And he really liked to wear a lot of like great green fragrances, like thick green fragrances. And the galbanum, the oak moss, the nice boozy, a slight booziness to this, the nice woodiness, but the green facets of this fragrance really, they do something to me. They make me feel good. And every time I've worn this, I'm so surprised of the attention that I get. It is a mature fragrance, but I think that's what I like so much about it. That's what makes me feel good, because I am mature. Well, most of the time. But this is something I like to wear to work. This is something that I like to wear as like a signature scent. It's got a nice spiciness to it, coming from that oak moss. The benzoin in this is gorgeous. I just love the way that this takes me back and gives me the memories of a man that I looked up to my entire life. that helped me smell good, because he used to, give me some of his, fragrances. In fact, after he passed away, I got some of his old school fragrances. I don't have them anymore because I wore the crap out of them, and he passed away, I don't know, 10 years ago. It started out as a like, and now it's turning into a love. And I really enjoy when you spend some time with a fragrance and it kind of just changes your mind. You start appreciating it for what it is, and I truly appreciate what Apex does. I get great performance out of it. I get great longevity. The projection is spectacular, especially in the cold. I wore this 2 days ago. Man, and I mean, it was probably in the high 40s during the day. It was in the freezing at night, and I could smell it throughout the entire day. Now I do spray it on my clothes. I do spray it all over myself because the Roja atomizers. I love the distribution, but they send out a really nice fine mist, so I spray a little bit heavier. Whew. If you want to find something that's mature, it's green, it's spicy, and just does really well in the cold weather, I would suggest finding a sample or decant, checking out Apex. Don't blind buy it, sample or decant it. It's not cheap. This next one had to be on this list because when I was up in Pittsburgh, the first day that I met Pete Nation, this is the fragrance he was wearing, and it is such a love for me. And I think he bought it because of my recommendation, but this is Bianchi, Tyger. Man, it's just a sexy fragrance. It makes you want to go, rawr. That was dumb, but I'm keeping it in there. But it is a very beautifully balanced, put together fragrance. It's very polished. It's very mature again, but it's sexy. You have this really nice sweetness to it. There's a nice floral quality in the heart. You're getting this really nice patchouli, some nice musks, and man, it's just a beautifully put together fragrance. And every time I wear it, or if I smell it on somebody, I'm like, man, that's what I should be wearing today. And I'm glad that it was one of the first fragrances I pulled out of all my boxes that I'm unboxing, because man, it is gorgeous. I get really good longevity out of it. It's a beautiful projector. It's one of those fragrances that projects really well once that cold wind just picks up on you, and you just, man, it kind of just engulfs you and whoever's around you. And that's the reason it makes me feel good, because it just smells downright awesome. 30 mLs, you can find these at discounters. I know fragrancebuy.ca definitely, has these every now and then. You're looking about $100. You might find them for a little less. In my opinion, 100% worth a whiff and sniff. If you can find a sample or decant, that is the way to go first. Spend some time with it. If you like it, if you enjoy it, pick yourself up a bottle and just feel downright sexy. Rocking Bianchi, Tyger. All right, we got 2 more on my list, and then I'm done. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe. But this next one is one that I just started rocking a lot more, and this is Amouage Boundless. 2021 release. What I like about this fragrance, especially in the cold, and the reason it makes me feel good, it's got a beautiful blood orange up top, giving it a nice kind of rich freshness. But then you're also going to get this really nice booze accord, and then some really nice kind of dry tobacco. It's a very elegant fragrance. Something I would wear to a black tie affair or a red carpet event. I don't know how many of those I'm going to be going to, but I do enjoy suiting up. And this is one that if I'm going to, I'm definitely going to spray on. And you also get that iconic Amouage, like Alabama, that nice incense in here as well. Great fragrance. Again, not cheap. Something you're going to want to find a sample or decant of. I would not suggest blind buying any fragrance, ever. Unless it's at a rack store and you find it for like $20. If you find this at a rack store for $20, you better let a brother know. Not something I would really wear in the summer. I would see myself wearing this in the spring, fall, winter. But if you're looking for something that just smells elegant, I would definitely check out Amouage Boundless. Last up on my list comes from the house of Parfums de Nicolai. And this is Patchouli. Patchouli Intense. Now, what I like about Parfums de Nicolai, even getting these at full retail, these little 30 mLs, they're pretty cheap. I think I got this for like $70. Awesome fragrance. Patricia de Nicolai, does a phenomenal job as a perfumer. I mean, she is like the top tier of perfumers. The way that she blends her fragrances, it's up there with Guerlain. Why? Because she's related to the Guerlain heritage. She knows what she's doing. And the way that she blends the geranium, the lavender, and the orange up top on this fragrance is gorgeous. The geranium is blended really nice to kind of accentuate the rose that's in the heart of this fragrance, but it's adding a touch of spiciness. You get that really nice masculine lavender in it. And then you get into this beautiful, dry, earthy patchouli, but some really nice warm spices, such as cinnamon. And also that geranium kind of plays off that cinnamon and just gives this such a beautiful depth. In the full dry down, you get this really nice ambery, creamy vanilla mixed in with this really nice, beautiful sandalwood. Gorgeous fragrance. Longevity on my skin is great. It's one of those fragrances, again, that it's kind of mature, and that's why I like it. It makes me feel like a man. But I love this fragrance. It's very, again, elegant. It's brilliantly put together, and it's an all-around beautiful patchouli fragrance. So if you're looking for something that's just gonna make you feel good, because it does for me, check out Parfums de Nicolai Patchouli Intense. All right, there it is, guys. There are 10 winter fragrances that just make my 2 cents, that would be me, feel good. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite fragrances for the winter are that just make you feel downright awesome. 'Tis the season to feel awesome. Christmas is right around the corner. Start talking to your significant other and, be like, hey, I want to try some of these fragrances. So see if they won't get you frickin', some decants and test them out for yourself. Or hell, the best way to blind buy is get other people to blind buy for you. Anyways, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.